Hello, and welcome to Filmsquatch, the podcast where two guys from the Deep South watch and review movies about Bigfoot. It's that simple. Each episode takes a look at a single film about a Sasquatch or a Yeti, and the guys break it down for you. Patrick and Kendall are true believers, but they're too old, too fat, and too lazy to get up off their sofas and go hunt for a Sasquatch themselves. So they just sit back and watch movies about them. Now, let's head over to the Filmsquatch screening room, where Patrick and Kendall are ready to discuss their latest film.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another massive episode of Filmsquatch, featuring yours truly, Kendall Fontenot, and with me, as always, the dashing, the daring, the most handsome man in Port Arthur, Texas, Patrick Bennett. How you doing, Patrick?
Doing good, Crazy Cajun.
You owe me $10.
$10?
I said you were handsome.
I thought we said 5, man. You're going to get me for 10. All right.
Man, tonight we have a family affair going on with our the film we're reviewing tonight. A film from the Wright family, W-R-I-G-H-T. It's called Bigfoot, Blood on the Farm. It came out in 2025. And like I said, this is a family affair. It's the mom, the dad, the daughters,
Yeah, I love
and
that.
the Bigfoot. Yeah, it reminds me a lot of the Dorfman brothers.
Yeah.
You know, that's another family that's making films together.
I think he's in the house.
They're two strong girls, and if I didn't trust you, I wouldn't be leaving the farm in your hands. I'm only going to be gone a few days this time.
Authorities are reporting multiple sightings of a large, unidentifiable creature in the region.
Hide there until it comes out. Then we're gonna run it down. I'm gonna die!
I was going to say, like you were saying, man, the Wright family, every one of them's got a credit or more than one. Most of them have like 2 or 3 credits in here. You know, they wrote it, directed it, produced it, starred in it, did the editing, wore the costumes, did the effects, everything. Just a whole family affair.
Yep. It was directed by Ashley Hays Wright. It was written by her and David Owen Wright. And then it stars David and Jana and Scout Wright, 2 sisters, real life sisters. And then Bigfoot, the creature, is portrayed by Cadence Wright. So yeah, it's a family affair. And I enjoyed this movie, Patrick. It had some obvious limitations, for budget.
Sure.
I noticed that. I mean, that's pretty obvious. But I still enjoyed it. Despite the limitations, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too.
It's a fun movie. And let's see. Let's jump into it. What do you want to discuss first?
Yeah, let's talk about the acting. I mean, for what it was, I thought it was okay. I mean, the girls, they did pretty good job. I mean, I'm not going to say which I'm talking about, but I thought one of the sisters did a much better job than the other one, but they were both okay. It wasn't anything that you would cringe at and not be able to watch it. I think it was very watchable.
Right.
Same thing with the other actor in it. It was very watchable to me. It wasn't something that was just like, you don't want to watch it because the acting's so bad. I thought they did okay.
Yeah. You could tell they were. I mean, they're learning. Both of the
Yeah.
sisters are learning their craft, and most importantly, they're practicing their craft. They're actually getting out there and making movies. And I don't know many people their age who can say that they've made multiple films already, because they've made more than just this film. And they were also involved with the music as well. They wrote the original songs in this. So it, yeah, the acting was good. It was good enough.
Yeah.
I'll say it like that.
Good enough for what it
was
was.
good
Yeah.
enough. Yeah, it was good enough. I didn't get bored while watching it. I do agree with you that I think one of the sisters did slightly better than the other. Um, and like you, I'm not gonna go into any names or anything because they both did a good job. I just thought one edged out the other. I will say this though, I think both of them did a better job than the father in the movie. He did a good job as well, but I think these young ladies have a good, a bright future ahead for both of them. And yeah. So and then the let's see, what can we go into next?
Cinematography. Let's talk
I
about.
thought the action was okay. We can talk about cinematography.
Oh, you want to talk about action? Go ahead.
They kept it basic.
Yep. I mean, I thought it.
They kept the cinematography.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty well made for
Yeah.
a super low budget film.
Yeah. They knew their limitations and they respected the boundaries of those limitations. They didn't try to get too fancy, but they didn't. It didn't look bad.
No, kept my interest the whole time.
They tried their best. They did a good job on that. Now, but yeah, getting to the action. This was a family film, but there were some pretty intense moments in a family film. It kind of surprised me. There are a few things that happened during this movie that shocked me for it being a family feature. Kudos to them though for doing what they did. They had some great action sequences in here. I don't want to ruin anything, but they have a pretty unique way of catching Bigfoot, I guess you could say. And watch the entire film because there's more coming. They throw some twists and turns in there, but no, the action, it gets pretty violent. There's some blood, and most of the violence involves two young girls defending themselves.
I'll tell you, man, my favorite scene in the whole movie. It's one shot. They're in the girls are in the barn, and they're looking for Bigfoot. And all of a sudden, that hand comes through the door, and it grabs that girl by the neck. Oh, dude, that looks so good, man. That was well done.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's actually my favorite scene too. And he picks her up off the ground. You see the feet. Yeah, that's actually my favorite scene.
Brilliantly, the way it was shot. I liked everything about that.
Yeah, they did a great job on that. And yeah, I'm right there with you. That's my favorite scene too, is whenever that creature reaches in. I also liked how they boarded up the house, and then they boarded up the barn, and they're out there protecting their animals. And I thought that was kind of cool how they actually put the farm ahead of themselves when it came to safety. They were more concerned about the animals on the farm than they were about themselves. I mean, they protected one another.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really, really good that the sisters had, which you would expect sisters, real life sisters, to have good chemistry on screen, and they definitely had that. So yeah, that was I'm there right there with you as far as the favorite scene goes. That was it. Now the posters for the film, I saw a few of them. I don't know what the official one was, but I'm going to assume it was the one on IMDb, where it shows the two sisters in the foreground. One's got a gun, one's got a shovel, and then they've got an animated looking Bigfoot in the background. It's pretty good. I mean, it's nothing special, but I thought it was pretty good. A couple of the other ones that I saw had like a Bigfoot, like the face, just one part of the face. It said Bigfoot blood on the farm. That was another good one. But overall, nothing special about any of the posters, in my opinion. I don't know if you saw those same posters or not.
Yeah, yeah, I did. I think it fit the
Yeah,
film for what it was.
yeah, yeah.
So what'd you think about
It's got the
the Bigfoot costume?
well, that's where the budget came into play. Obviously, these were off the rack Bigfoot costumes.
Yeah,
You know,
I actually
I don't know if it
have
was.
a costume like one of them they used. And so does our friend Ronnie Dancer. He has one, but he modified his from what it originally looks like.
Yeah,
Because yeah, I bought it to use in a movie, and then after I got it and was looking at it and all that, it just didn't work for what I wanted it for. But I like how they didn't show it as much. They kind of like just showed the legs and the
yeah,
arm and stuff, and then I think they got to it towards the end. They showed the costume, but in a distance. But yeah, I know
yeah,
Ronnie had to redo his because it just to me it didn't look right. The costume is just kind of long, weird neck and stuff, the way it works, but had some short legs and long arms and stuff. Just odd looking costume. But for what they used it for,
yeah,
the way they used it, I think they did pretty good with what they had.
yeah. And I mean, it is what it is. You know, they used what money they had on the suits that they
Yeah.
had, and that's what we get. But the story itself saves the film from being just a bad movie. It's got a great story, uh, good acting from the cast, and I can look past the creatures. I mean, I can look past them in this particular film. If this were like a Paramount movie or Warner Brothers, yeah, I want Bigfoot to do everything. I don't. It doesn't bother me seeing just a regular suit that you could buy on Amazon or go to a costume shop and purchase off the rack. That doesn't bother me seeing that in this kind of movie. Um, I think, and people should keep that in mind whenever they watch this, that if they go into it expecting Harry and the Hendersons, you're not going to get that here. Not as far as the suit's concerned, you're not going to get that. And is there anything else you wanted to add
I mean
to
that
talk
that's
about the film?
about talk about what?
If there was there anything else you want to say about the film?
No, I mean, for what it was, a low budget film made by a family, I thought it was pretty
Yeah,
decent. I really
yeah, it
enjoyed
really was.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more from this family.
You
Um,
know,
I,
I did see another film of theirs. We'll talk about it on another episode. I forgot the name of it. I think the word grip was in it, grip of the monster or grip of the creature, something like that.
okay,
I remember seeing that one before.
yeah, I'll have to check that because I didn't for this particular episode I didn't check into any of the other movies they've made. I
Yeah, I
just know
remember
them they've
seeing
made other
that
films.
that dad plays in that when he plays like a sheriff. I remember seeing him in that.
Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. The Badge, the Bible, and Bigfoot. Does that ring
Yeah,
a bell?
I remember seeing that. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Yep. They've got quite a few. They've got Ice Beasts. They've got some other ones here. We'll have to check that out. But yeah, we'll hit that on another episode. And I guess we've come to the point where we rate this film. Now it is over an hour long, so we're not going to be giving it the short film treatment. Although I feel it would work better as a short film than as a feature length movie. But it's longer than an hour, so we're going to give it the Bigfoot the full Filmsquatch treatment here. So As all of our listeners know, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the worst Bigfoot film ever made and 10 being the greatest, which is, in my opinion, The Legend of Boggy Creek, we rate our films on Bigfoot tracks. And I am going to give Bigfoot Blood on the Farm 6 Bigfoot tracks out of 10. The reason for that is, yes, there are plenty of films out there that have way better production, way better creature effects, better acting, better everything. But this is a family affair. These are 2 young girls, and they put their heart and soul into this. You can tell that they worked hard on this.
Oh
Their
yeah,
dad's involved, their mother's involved. I mean, they did a really good job, and they can only go up from here, with each film that they make. And I expect big things out of them, even if it may not end up being Bigfoot movies. I expect to see them do bigger and better things as they grow in their craft, because these young ladies, they set the bar high for themselves with a film like this. I think it's a really, really good independent film, and I'm going to give it 6 out of 10 Bigfoot tracks. Patrick, how about you?
yeah. I wasn't expecting much from this film going into it, but I was quickly impressed at how well it was made. The filming and editing was incredible for a no-budget family film, and I mean, the family was involved in the entire production, like we were talking about, from script to screen. They wrote it, produced it, directed it, just everything. Acted in it, did the music, did the editing, uh, and even played the creature. I mean, what an amazing feat!
Yeah.
I commend them on every bit of it. And I'm actually going to give this one a five Bigfoot tracks from me.
Okay.
I think it's worth watching. I think anyone who is aspiring to make their own Bigfoot film should watch this and learn from it. I think this is a good starting point. So yeah, definitely it's worth watching and learning from it. I think you'll be entertained. It's surprisingly good.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there, man. So yeah, folks, be sure to check out the Wright family. Look at, go check them out on YouTube. They have a YouTube channel there, and watch all their films on there that they're offering. Be sure to check out Bigfoot Blood on the Farm, um, and leave them a comment or something. Encourage them, because these young ladies did great jobs at their age. Yeah, they did some awesome work here,
I
and
think I
we
would
need
have
to
got
support independent artists like that.
I would have got John Cougar to sing the Blood on the Farm theme song for him.
That's what I thought of. Blood on the Scarecrow.
Yeah.
That's what I thought of whenever I saw the title for this film. I guess that shows how old I am. But yeah, that's the first thing that popped into my head, and I was hoping it was like a farm in Nebraska, or Kansas. But no, I was pleasantly surprised by this film. This family did a great job. They did a really, really good job, and I like what they did. But that's all we have for this particular film, unless you've got something else to add about it, Patrick.
No, that's it.
And
Man. We're definitely going to be talking about the Wright family some more on our episodes. Definitely.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And do you have any information for us, Patrick? Maybe about Tata Maudit or anything like that?
Our short film, Tata Bodhi, it's getting close, man. We're still editing away on it, and we're still waiting on the music for it, which is being written by our composer in New Orleans. But I think another solid month of editing it and getting all the sound effects and the music and all that, I think it's going to be ready pretty quick.
Well, that's all I have, Patrick. So I know, I want you to, before we leave, I want you to think back to your childhood when you were a young girl in South Louisiana and you were playing in the woods, on the family farm with your sister. Y'all were frolicking in the woods, probably playing with Barbies. I know you. So when you were out there, did you ever get the feeling that something was watching you, something that was terrible, and watching you.
I
And
did.
if so, what advice would you give anyone? What did you learn from that experience as a young girl growing up in South Louisiana?
I would say next time you're bebopping across the farm and you got that Farrah Fawcett Barbie in your hand and you feel like something's watching you, you better watch your back. Bigfoot's out there.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Filmsquatch. If you like the podcast, please leave us a 5-star review and tell your friends about us. Make sure to like us on Facebook and join in on some of our interactive discussions. Remember, Bigfoot is out there. Watch your back.